It's Dizzy, and of course, Callie. She's going to want to try to help me with this video. I was trying to shoot it before, and I had her all over me. It's very hard to shoot a video when you've got a puppy wanting you to pet her when you're down low. But with the winter we've been having, I was beginning to wonder if I was going to even be able to make any maple syrup. Well, we had a cold snap, and because of the cold snap, I'm actually getting sap now. And yep, here she comes right over to join me. So this is from 2 days, and the sap came complete. You look in this one. Okay. Yes, yes, I love you too. Yes, yeah, okay. Get down. Complete with little bugs, and I know there's also a couple twigs, and I think I even have some wood chips from when I drilled the hole out. I didn't realize that it got in the bucket until too late. So, needless to say, that's stuff that I want to filter out. I found it's not easy to filter it when I'm pouring it in the bottles. So, I use this. I just put this on my pot, and I line it with a paper towel. Of course, you can also use cheesecloth. I found it's just as easy with the paper towel. And then, of course, you're going to want a pot. Now, I would not recommend a no-stick pan. It just doesn't work good in my opinion. It can really mess it up. Depending on what you have for your heat source, it's going to depend even on what pan you want to use. Of course, your idea would be to have a nice little sugar shed out in the middle of the woods, but most of us are not going to be doing that. This first batch, I'm just going to be doing on my stove. After that, I'm hoping to use the wood stove, and you can use a rectangle pan. You can use, of course, your kitchen stove. You can use a kerosene heater if you have it. If you really want to go out, go ahead and build that sugar shack. Now, one thing I do want to caution you about, if you don't collect the syrup right away, it can be a little thick. So when you're pouring it to strain it, it may not want to go through the paper towel. If you're having that, if you have fresher sap, dump it in with that or add some water to make it a little bit thinner. Now, as it boils down, I don't put it all in at one time because needless to say, it won't all fit. If I had a bigger pot, it would, but depending on how much sap you have, you may find that as it gets down, you're going to need a smaller pot. I have a little one here. I have one slightly bigger here, and both of these have on them. It's not as pronounced on that one as it is here for pouring. So it makes it easier. When you are boiling the sap, since you're doing this in the house, you're going to want a splatter screen of some sort. Otherwise, depending on where you're doing this, it's going to get really sticky. I've used that for 2 years. I've had no problems with having sticky all over my kitchen cabinets. I've heard other people say, oh, don't do sap in your house because it'll end up getting sticky. Like I said, I've not had that problem because I use a splatter guard. Next thing that I use is I have a candy thermometer. Sap needs to get 7 degrees above boiling. So if you don't know what the boiling point of water is in your area, find that out first. You can, of course, use your candy thermometer to check that out. If you do not have a thermometer and you do not know what that is, according to my candy thermometer on the back, it has different stages of candy. And don't know if you can see that or not, but it says it is let me see. Candy 104 220. It says jelly. So whatever that means, I'm not sure because like I said, I don't use that. So that is what it would be. Now, you're going to want something to put it in. I just use my normal canning jars. I like the half pint size, of course, your two-piece lids, and a funnel. As to whether or not you strain it when you put it in, that is entirely up to you. This is from last year. This is a little bit that I have left. And you'll see at the bottom of both of these jars, there's precipitate. I need to put that in a pot of water and boil it to get that loosened up. That is what they call sugar sand. It actually tastes pretty good. So I don't know that I'm going to even bother trying to get the sugar sand out this year because, like I said, I think it tastes good and I like to eat it. I might try it in my coffee tomorrow. But there you go. And like I said, I'm all set. I'm going to be starting with my syrup. I'm hoping I get quite a bit this year. If I do, I'm going to try to make maple sugar, and if I am able to, that will be topic of another video, and I will talk at you later.